Hello there. I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy since the early access, and I've put over 30 hours in it so far. And the game is amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think it's nearly perfect. There is, however, a few things that I would love to see improved, and we're gonna talk about it today. Top 7 things I think should be improved or added to Hogwarts Legacy. And if you have any other things on your mind, let's have a discussion in the comments. I'm sure there's more things, but these are the top ones for me. It's something that I've noticed while playing the game that I think could be added or improved or changed to make it better experience overall. Let's start with number 1 is character creator. I got an impression from watching all the trailers before the game got released that we were gonna have a full-blown character face creation, like every single detail, like in a lot of other RPG games or sim games. Like, did you see the face creator in Sims 4? That's incredible. You can literally change everything. But in Hogwarts Legacy character creator, we only have ability to change the hairstyle, hair color, eye color, eyebrows, and I think the lips? Wait, I'm not sure. So there's generic, like a face shape. We have 15 options. So you only have 15 options for face shape. And there is not a single slider after you choose your face shape to change anything about your face shape. You will be able to pick your skin color, hairstyle. There's a lot of hairstyles, which is good. You can also change your eye color, complexion, freckles, scars, eyebrows, and eyebrows color. And there's a lot of eyebrows shape. You can even have a unibrow, which is kind of funny. But there is no other options. There is no options to change the facial structure. I wanted to initially make Severus Snape character, and I couldn't because I could not give my character a big nose. That was very disappointing to me. I think there is no, like, in a game like Hogwarts Legacy, it's very important to have as much control and detail over the character face that you can, because a lot of people will want to recreate some of the iconic characters from Harry Potter franchise, or even recreate themselves as a wizard. And unfortunately, it's pretty much impossible to do in a current state of character editor. It's not bad by any means, but I think there could be more options and sliders added to it. Speaking of character creator, the voices are not good. Like, there is an option to change between voice 1 or 2, which is pretty much male and female. There's also pitch, but pitch sounds horrible if you go anywhere from the middle. Like, the default one sounds good, but if you try to pitch it up or pitch it down, it just sounds horrible. All the way down.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Oh, that doesn't sound too good. They might want to use a different technology to do the pitching, maybe some kind of AI deep learning or something, and to add more variety to the voices. I think it would make a lot of difference. All right, let's move to thing number 2. This thing literally bugs me every minute I play this game, and it's not a huge deal, but it's still slightly annoying. It's the fact that every time, for example, you want I created a beautiful hairstyle for my character. Like, look at this beautiful man. I want to see his beautiful hairstyle all the time. So every time I get a new hat, I have to put it on because I want to get the gear stat, but it resets the style that I picked for it. And it can be applied to anything. If you want to rock specific style, every time you apply a new piece of gear, it's going to reset your style to that piece of gear. In my opinion, there has to be an option that will allow you to lock in certain look for the item. So even if you equip a new one, if you have the style locked, like literally just have a lock button that you press, if it's activated, you do not reset the style of the item even if you equip a different item. That would make so much difference, like huge difference, because I've spent many minutes throughout my playthrough to just change back the style to whatever I had before after changing the item. It's just ridiculous that it's not an option, to be honest. Now, the next one is a little bit of a quality of life change. It's not a huge deal whatsoever, and it doesn't detract from the game at all, but it would be really cool to be able to interact with certain furniture. Like, we have so many beautiful chairs that you can place in the room of requirement. We have benches. We have tables. We have beds. And you cannot interact with any of them. It would be... Like, it's not a huge deal, but it would be so cool to be able to just sit down on a chair in the room of requirement, like in a beautiful setting that you've created, and just gaze from your throne on the beautiful, beautiful look. It's just a little small thing. It would be super easy to implement. Again, some people I've seen on Reddit saying, like, it doesn't matter. It's like, why would you want to be sitting when there's beautiful world to explore? And yeah, you wouldn't for 99% of the time, but sometimes you just want to sit, relax, and take it all in, because it feels like putting all of that furniture is kind of useless because you cannot interact with it in any way. It would be cool if you could place certain items on a table as well, or maybe on the shelves, because you collect a bunch of stuff throughout the game, and maybe you could put the notes on the board or something, like something to add some personality to some of the furniture items. That would be absolutely incredible. Also, speaking of quality of life change, eating and drinking would be nice as well, and maybe some, like, potions are nice for combat, but food and drink could add an extra layer of immersion, maybe like on like extra hard difficulty, where you would have to maintain your level of hydration and food. Again, it's something, maybe it's purely cosmetic, like you can, in certain areas in the game, you can come to like a jar and eat an apple or a cookie. Like, that would be nice if it actually meant something, and if you could maybe cook some of the food yourselves or steal it from the kitchen or something. That would be pretty cool. Thing number 4, photo mode. This game is absolutely breathtaking and beautiful. There are so many beautiful scenes where I just want to take a snap with my character in front of it, but the character will never look at me. He will do anything except look at me. Plus, there's always a HUD around the screen. It would be so nice if we had a photo mode where I could just whip up a camera, and moving camera. So it's like instead of photo, it would capture a GIF that will be like animated. Oh my god, that would be beautiful, actually. And it would fit Wizarding World so much. Just give us an ability to get photos where the character could strike a pose or make a facial expression and actually look in the camera, and we could adjust the background to get like a beautiful scenery. Like, it would be incredible. Number 5, throughout as we progress the story, the seasons change from fall, actually from summer to fall to winter, then spring. But when we beat the game, we're just stuck in one season. So it would be really cool if somebody wants to, like, continue playing the game after they fully complete it for some reason, just to explore, to enjoy it, to be able to change the season and explore the world in different seasons. Like, you just press a button and you go to a different season. That would be so cool. It's like a tiny little quality of life change. Thing number 6 is going to be kind of huge. I feel like this game has everything to allow us to play Quidditch. I think Quidditch would make this game, first of all, replayability of the game would increase by a lot, because you could actually, like, the whole Quidditch could be like an actual mini game inside the game. I'm sure it shouldn't be part of the main game, but it could be an amazing idea for a DLC. Like, I would pay additional money to have a full-blown Quidditch game inside Hogwarts on a Quidditch pitch. Like, we already have everything. We have the pitch built. We have the whole world around the pitch. We have broom flight. We just need to code the actual game rules, and we would be able to play against house teams. It would be so cool. Like, everything is already there. I would pay money for the DLC with Quidditch. Same can be said. Like, there are so many DLC ideas that you can add. For example, You can add house point system, and also it's going to be a part of maybe a bigger multiplayer where people would be able to duel each other, maybe complete missions to be able to contribute to their own house, and then like every week or every month there's going to be like a house cup where the team who got the most points would win a house cup. There's so many multiplayer possibilities for this game, and if they add it as one of the future DLCs, I'm sure it's going to be a huge success. And the final one, I don't know why it's the final one, I didn't have a particular order when I started this, is going to be gear loadouts. It's pretty much the same issue as I had with the changing looks of the items, but sometimes you also want to have certain loadouts for different scenarios. For example, for fighting spiders, maybe you have the whole gear set enchanted to do increased damage against spiders. Like, I've seen many people saying that they have multiple like pieces of gear for different situations that they just swap. But right now it's really hard to swap gear. If we would have like maybe five gear loadouts where we would be able to switch between them, you can make it the same as, like, you can make it a separate talent to unlock extra gear loadouts, just like we have for spells. That would allow us to switch between, like, if you find in the end of the game you find some really good gear and you want to keep two pieces, like this piece is good for one thing, this piece is good for another thing, just put them on the two different loadouts. It would make it much easier to switch between them. And also maybe it will take less space in your gear bag, because like if you have something in your loadout, it should not count towards your bag. Otherwise it's just gonna, if you have like 5 loadouts, it's gonna take all the spaces in your bag. But that would be a cool little nice feature to do. And you could lock certain look to each loadout, and also certain pieces of gear. For example, if some people would want to loadouts just to lock a whole look. Like some people said, I want to wear school robes inside the school, but when I go out, I want to switch to my battle robes, for example. And right now it's pretty hard to do. You have to switch every spell manually, I mean every piece of gear manually. But if you could just click one button and switch the whole look and gear loadout on one click, that would be an amazing feature. Anyway, these are 7 features that I would love to be added or improved in Hogwarts Legacy. What is your top feature that you would want to see added or improved in the game? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video useful or entertaining, click the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and we are very, very close, but we need your help. Thank you for watching. A wonderful day. Goodbye.